Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and as promised, here's my 1 week review, or I've had this for a week now, Dr. Squatch soap. And as promised, I'm going to put together a quick overview of my thoughts so far. So I bought a starter pack, as you see here, and we'll go through these items in a moment. But let's begin with the soap. So, I think I just have to point out as well, you know, this isn't a paid, I wasn't paid to review these. I bought them because I fancy them. I think probably using YouTube a bit more often these days, the advert had been coming up more often. Bizarrely, I couldn't remember the name of the product. I don't think it's the most memorable name in terms of marketing, but that aside, a little Google search found some, and I fancied giving it a try. I think I was sort of sold on the idea that they smell really nice, and they're kind of don't contain as many chemicals as your regular soaps. So, okay, so here's the first thing. Upon receiving my box of 3 soaps, deodorant, shampoo and conditioner, the first thing I noticed when you open the box, there's just a wonderful smell as you undo the tape, the packing tape, and start unpackaging everything. They smell very fresh, very herbal, very natural. That is one thing I would say 100%. Now, I just wanted to, let's open one. This one I've slightly torn. Oh, very quickly before we get into that, the packaging is quite nice. Nice packaging. You know, it's that classic, what they use these days, you know, parchment-y type paper, obviously recyclable, green, fairly basic, but does the job, looks nice. Got a little hole in the top where you can see the product and obviously give it a good smell. Anyway, very quickly, first thing, the first job upon receiving your soap, which obviously you're going to want to get out, you're going to want to look at, and yeah, it's nice. It smells nice, it looks nice, it feels fresh, it's a reasonable size. First thing, get yourself a decent sharp knife, and then with not enormous amounts of force required, clean that in a moment, not enormous amounts of force required, cut your soap in half, because if you're using the whole block every time you wash, it will be reduced to very little in quite a small space of time. But if you cut it, it's quite a generous size. If you cut the square in half, you'll find it lasts longer. Once you've done that, get the provided, or this is an additional purchase, but get your soap saver, and then when it's in, when you're not using it, keep it on your soap saver. That stops it sitting in the moisture and going all sloppy and horrible. So you definitely want to keep it on the soap saver all the time. Now this is an interesting time to show my cube that I've been using every single day for 6 days. This is the pine tar one, my favourite, the one I was most excited about drying. I love the smell of it, I like the texture, it has sand in it, so it has exfoliating properties. I've used this to completely remove shower gel, so I'm doing top to toe in just soap, every single part of my body except my hair, for which I'm using the shampoo, which we'll talk about in a moment. And this is how quickly it's gone, 6 days. So that's quite unbelievable. Right, let's just return this to the box. So let's get that in there, and for better comparison, this is what the pine tar looked like initially, like that. So what I've started to realise is, yes, I love it. Yes, it's wonderful. It cleans nice, it lavers nice, but if you're committed to using this, you're going to get through it. Anyway, one a week I can live with. I can live with that, one a week. I think this will probably do another 3 days. And I certainly don't intend to stop using it because I absolutely love the smell. So, let's take a quick look at some of the pros and cons. I think essentially everything is a pro. So the first thing, as I've mentioned, the smell. The smell is fabulous. They all smell fabulous. Pine tar, great. Gold moss, wonderful. It smells, as you'd imagine, mossy. The cedar citrus, not quite as strong. I'd say pine tar strongest, gold moss next strongest, cedar citrus the least strong. So winner for smell. The shampoo, same, apparently natural, as you'd expect from Dr. Squatch. Smells fantastic. That is Cypress Coast, which is oat protein, calendula and honey. Wonderful. And there is also a cool citrus conditioner, which is shea butter, avocado oil and menthol. That smells wonderful, very refreshing. I haven't tried the conditioner yet. I'm not a conditioning type person. Maybe high days and holidays. The shampoo I've used. One thing I will mention. I've been using the deodorant. I've never ever been a fan of this type of deodorant, but I thought, I'll give it a whirl as it's part of the starter set, and I'll see if it's all that it's cracked up to be. I normally use Lynx, and I have to say, this, once you apply it, it feels nice. It's a little bit like putting moisturiser on your armpits, which is a bit strange, I suppose, but after 8 to 10 hours in 30-degree heat that we've been having in the UK recently, which is unprecedented, you still smell lovely and fresh. So I have to say, I'm very impressed. So smell, tick, great. Packaging, tick, wonderful. Bottles, also wonderful. This, wonderful. The packaging is recyclable. The soaps lava up fantastically. I'm not going to present a example of that. They do lava up really nice. The cleansing properties feel particularly good. It feels lovely on your skin. It feels natural. It feels healthy. And afterwards, after I bathed this morning and did top to toe in pine tar, just felt refreshed. And it is very nice and very pleasing. Feels nice on the skin. I suppose the only slight negative is the longevity. But I guess, with a product like this, you get what you pay for. And I meant to say, actually, I'm obsessed with cleaning, whether that's cars, houses, myself, and I certainly wouldn't, I don't mind paying £7 a bar. That's absolutely fine by me. I mean, my only microscopic disappointment, let's just move these out of the way for a moment. The only microscopic disappointment for me was that I bought the soap saver because it says you have to have the soap saver. This is £15. I don't really know what else to say about that. And I mean, you can see it's not even £15 and really well made. It's an offcut of a bit of wood. At best, I mean, I can't be any more. I can't really be any more pleasant about it than that. Let's say. Let's open the citrus just so we can see. Was that the one I opened and cut in half? No, that's cut in half. To the other one, just so we can see texture. The texture is good. The texture is good. I may be erring on a little bit soft, which is probably what causes it to, dissipate so fast. This one feels quite hard. This is Gold Moss, and it does smell sensationally fresh. I have to admit, very, very pleasing, and also looking forward to using that one. I mean, like I say, this isn't an advert. I haven't been paid to review these, but I will absolutely 100% be ordering some more. Pine tar will be top of the list because I find it very, very pleasing. The smell's lovely. And as I receive or buy other variants for my own personal use, I will also provide a review and an update on a review of the subsequent flavours I get, and I'll also give a longer term review of how I've been getting on with it. I mean, I will also add that I do have sort of quite sensitive skin. I've found no irritation. You know, it's just a very, very nice soap to use all over your body. Okay, thanks for looking. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.